Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today I'm giving you guys another Dragon Ball Super video with Mike from Laughingstock Media on the 10 things that we do not want to see in the new Trunks arc for Dragon Ball Super. Now me and Mike did a video on the things that we do want, so check that out down below. But Mike, take it off with your first pick.
Alright, so my first pick that I do not want to see would have to be no explanation given for Trunks' blue hair or why Mai is young or the relationship or anything like that. I feel like that's something that we're probably going to need to have an explanation given to us, especially considering that future Trunks has blue hair and current little Trunks has purple hair.
Well, so people stop asking us why too, because we don't have the answer.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice, just like with the earring, you know, let's get an explanation for these things so people stop asking us like we're Akira Toriyama and we know this stuff.
Honestly, at this point, the whole blue hair thing, I don't think it's going to be explained. It would be nice, but at the end of the day, for me, honestly, I've gotten over the blue hair thing. Mai's still a little questionable.
Yeah.
But for my first pick, I don't want a stupid explanation for who Black Goku is. Like, let's say, oh, he's a clone, or he's in just an evil alternate version, which, I mean, from what we saw in the episode where he said it's your time to die Saiyan, I'm pretty sure it's not like that. But I don't want a stupid explanation for his being there like that, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely not. I definitely want them to give us a good backstory and explanation as to why Goku is suddenly a villain and an evil character.
Because we don't like the idea of evil Goku in the first place. But I'm not going to lie, Mike. I did like his introduction in the episode.
The execution was very well done.
Very well done.
But speaking of reveals, with it coming to Black Goku, I don't want Black Goku to be revealed to be Turles. Or Broly, or any of these other non-canon movie characters. Bardock. Goten.
It's not Goten.
It's definitely not Goten, and we definitely don't want to see Goten be revealed to be Black Goku, because that would just be dumb.
I got nothing to add to that, honestly, because the whole Goten thing's really one of the... I don't know who started it, and I almost want to do a video debunking it.
Yeah.
I don't know who started it, but I'm very upset with them. But for my next one, Trunks being underused, as in maybe just being a warning. I've talked about this with Black and Fist before in a video. I don't want to see Trunks being used as just some character that warns everyone. I want to see him be involved, like I talked about in your video. I want to see him get a power-up. I want to see him fight, actually. And it seems like he is obviously involved in his own timeline, trying to defend his world. But in our timeline, I want to see him train and get involved and be a powerful being again, you know, compared to the villains, I should say.
Exactly, and that ties in especially with what I don't want to see as well in my next thing, and that would be, I don't want to see Trunks being totally uninvolved or not being involved with the outcome of the arc. After all, this is Trunks' arc. This is the future Trunks arc. Black Goku is someone who is terrorizing his future, not the main timeline. And even if he comes to the main timeline, it's still going to be a result of Trunks going to the past in the first place. So it would kind of be his mess to clean up. So I definitely feel like Trunks needs to be involved in the outcome of this fight, of this arc, and he needs to maybe be the one to defeat him, or at least be very much involved in the defeat of Black Goku.
The next thing I don't really want to see, and this just goes for this arc, maybe not necessarily all of Super, I don't want to see a new Super Saiyan God or an extension on Super Saiyan Blue like Super Saiyan Blue 2. I do not want to see that in this arc. Maybe we'll have it in a future, you know, arc or something. I've heard rumors maybe this Black Goku might be the character that has the white hair as a power-up. That's something that could happen. There's no evidence. It's just from what the Toriyama interview was. We don't really know, but I don't really want to see any more power-ups in this specific arc.
Neither do I. I really don't want to see any more ridiculous transformations. Dragon Ball has always had to do this transformation, that transformation. The only transformations I'd like them to see are maybe ones that they would bring back from the past, or maybe tie into, say, you know, another franchise.
Like Super Saiyan Grade 3.
Exactly. I mean, maybe they can make that work somehow, and then Goku will make his bicep gigantic and punch Black Goku's head off. Who knows?
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
But the next thing I really don't want to see in this arc that we're currently in right now would have to be Gohan being written off again. Now, everyone knows I'm a Gohan fan, but ultimately, there's a lot of Gohan fans out there. I mean, in fact, they made him the main character at one point, so obviously there have to be, and Gohan has just not been used in these past 2 arcs, or past 3 really, in any significant fashion other than as a jobber. So it'd be really nice to see him actually used and become relevant in this arc, and really matter when it comes to the conclusion as well, just as with future Trunks.
No, I agree 100%. And what we've seen with Gohan, it's definitely leading everyone, at least in my opinion, it's definitely leading me to believe that he is going to be some significance in this arc, or maybe in an arc in the future, because of this training he's been doing. They wouldn't show it for no reason. Now, the next one for me is, I don't want to see this arc be linked to Xenoverse in any way. I know there's a lot of talk about Black Goku being linked to Demigra because of the earrings. I don't want to see any of that crap. I don't think it's impossible. It's just extremely unlikely, and I'd rather that not be that lame of an explanation for a lot of parts of this arc.
Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of been someone who says, you know, keep video games separate and let Toriyama just do his own thing in the anime, or just let it be a little bit different, you know. Video games are kind of like what-if stories, or they're more of an interactive medium. It's always hard to transition interactive medium into a passive one like a movie or like a TV series. And honestly, there's a lot of dumb stuff in the video games. I just don't want to be in the movies or in the show at all. So I'd really not like to see that either. But for my final thing I would like to say I don't want to see is other characters seemingly being irrelevant by comparison to Goku. Now, I know Goku is your favorite character, and he's one of my favorites as well, but I don't want to see him just being the only character that matters in this arc. So if we have other characters now be on the same level of Goku in terms of relevance and in terms of power, and it could be interchangeable as to who wins, I mean, hell, even like Goten, Trunks, Gotenks, somebody else be able to really matter and, you know, have a rock, paper, scissors dynamic. So just having Goku being the only important character, and that was one of the biggest issues with GT that everyone says, we call it Goku time. So let's kind of change everything to make it where it's a little bit more character focused as opposed to single character focused.
Right, I agree. I think it'd be nice to see someone like we talked about earlier, Trunks, maybe taking and saving the day. That would be something nice to see. But I don't want to see Black Goku be the only villain. I want to see there be someone higher up and be controlling him, or being the real major villain that forces Xeno and all the gods of destruction to really get into there, because we know they're involved in the arc, and I hope that that's what really pushes them rather than just Black Goku.
Absolutely.
Well, guys, that's been our 10 things that we do not want to see in this arc. Check out Mike from Laughingstock Media's channel, as well as the video that I was in on his channel on the 10 things that we want to see in this arc. That video will be linked right down in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. Share your thoughts down below, as well as your list if you want to put it down there. And I'll catch you later.
Go, do it now. What are you waiting for? Go, get to the list and write the things for the things you don't want to see, you scrawny little bitches. Now.